Hello there. How we doing,
Hey,
everybody? Hey, how we doing? Hey, what's up? How you doing?
every few episodes I like throwing you off during your intro. Remember when I screamed? That's been a
Ah,
while ago.
I do remember that. Yeah, good times, good
It's a
times.
good time.
This is episode number 30. This is our Christmas episode. I don't know if there's anything special Christmassy about it, but Merry Christmas, everybody. Um, would you like to say Merry Christmas, or is that for the
Yeah,
both of us?
no, Merry Christmas. I'm excited. It's a great time of the year. We both just celebrated birthdays. Um, then we get to celebrate Christmas. Then we get to celebrate the New Year, and then it's kind of back into the most depressing time of year. But
Yeah, I'm more ready to celebrate the fucking New Year than anything. Let's get this show on the road, man. Let's get on to next year. This is bullshit.
yeah, honestly, I can't complain. Like, selfishly speaking, this has been a pretty cool year. Um, like, I hate the COVID shit. I hate that like people are dying and stuff. But like from my point of view, just like as somebody who sits on their ass at home a lot anyway, like this has been a pretty good year for me.
Wish I could say the same. It definitely had its ups and downs, but man, the one cool thing I always go back to is that I got to go to Talladega. That's the coolest fucking shit ever. And that's the greatest thing that came out of this year for me. But other than that, though, man, it's been a pretty fucking stupid year. But like everybody else, we adapt and we overcome, and we're almost out of it. So, oh man, what the fuck was I gonna? I gotta talk about the Mandalorian for a second. Um, the season finale was this past week. Came out on Thursday, I guess. I didn't watch it till Saturday, I think. I logged the fuck out of Twitter. I knew it was gonna be a big episode. Sure and shit, it was. I know there's a lot of y'all are NASCAR nerds, so there's definitely a portion of you out there listening that's Star Wars nerds. So let me know what you thought of it. I've heard some opinions. I think most everybody's on the same wavelength that it was pretty fucking badass. I am probably going to spoil it here a little bit, so if you haven't watched it, it has been out for a little while now, but again, if you haven't watched it, you might want to just skip ahead a little bit, but holy shit, I'm so excited because it's the Star Wars universe has hope again, and they kind of have like they announced so much fucking shit now for the future with the Disney Plus shows and all that stuff. I think it's hopefully finally going to start taking off, kind of like Marvel did, and they're doing it right. Man, watching at least, especially this season of The Mandalorian season 2, holy fuck, it was like it was like actually watching Star Wars again. Like you watch the sequels and they're like, they were pretty cool. They had some like cinematography, like some good shots, some pretty shots, but like as for just like Star Wars movies, it was kind of bland, I guess. Yeah, once again, it had its moments. Everybody's got their opinions about them, but fuck, man, like this was some good shit. And if you haven't, like, first off, if you're not a Star Wars fan, all right, let's change that, and then you can start watch the movies and then watch some of the Mandalorian. It's pretty fucking good. As for the episode itself, it was pretty predictable. I had a good idea of what was going to happen. I especially knew what was going to happen when that specific aircraft or spacecraft flew around the ship there and pulled in. And then especially there's a couple of giveaways there, but the only thing I will say negatively against it is that they could definitely probably get a little bit better at the full body CGI. I know you don't know what the fuck I'm talking about, but more or less, so basically, it's set right after the fall of the Empire and all this shit. So basically, it's the time around when Mark Hamill was still young. So what they did was, since Luke Skywalker makes an appearance, they just, I don't know exactly how the fuck they did it, but it's basically just this full CGI body motherfucker, and it looks pretty fucking goofy. It's not all like horror awful, but it just doesn't look right. It's not quite right, but it's cool, I guess. Just for the fact that I don't know, he shows the fuck up and takes Baby Yoda and goes to train him now. So or excuse me, Grogu. But yeah, man, I'm fucking. The only problem now is we gotta wait like 2 years for another season. But we do get the spinoff with the Boba Fett stuff going on there. So either way, though, point being, I'm really fucking excited. Most excited I've been to be a Star Wars fan in a while. Just because the last like handful of years now with the fucking the movies and shit, I don't know, just like Star Wars is always my number one, but fuck, man, after that, I started leaning more towards Marvel, and I really got into that, and they've been fucking killing it lately. And I kind of forgot I was a Star Wars fan there for a little bit, but man, watching that shit, this most recent season, Mandalorian season 2, fuck, every episode got better and better and better, and there is some really cool moments. So I just want to hear what y'all think. It's I'm excited for the future, I'll tell you that. And now I got to talk about Washington football team.
Oh boy.
Did you hear the news?
I did not hear the news.
All right, so Alex Smith didn't play this most recent week. It was a big week, and so it was oh man. So Dwayne Haskins started. He was the top quarterback they selected 2 years ago, and he's had some struggles, but Alex Smith kind of came back. Then he's been playing pretty good. He's got us some dubs, but yeah, he was out with that calf injury of some sort, and so it was a big game against the Seattle Seahawks. Obviously, they're really fucking good, and on the bright side, the Giants lost, so at the end of the day, it didn't really matter. But Dwayne looked really fucking awful. Like the first half wasn't good. Offense was awful. But then he started kind of picking it up there at the end, but they still lost. They had a shot though, and I was proud. I was like, all right, cool. Now, oh man, I gotta pull up this tweet. Where's my phone? Hold on, because it's funny. So after the game, Dwayne Haskins lost another one, and he tweeted. He was like, all right, I'm gonna learn from this. This is the direct tweet. I'm a competitor, and I will learn from this and be better for my team. We're not done. Through God's grace, we will achieve everything we have sought out to do. See you next week. So again, Washington football team, all right, still in the playoff hunt. We're looking good. Just probably got to win another ball game. Now, fast forward to Monday. It's about Monday it's Monday evening. I'm sitting down, I'm getting my stream set up for grit, driver, competitor, whatever the fuck they call it. I run a couple practice laps. I tell David I got to shit, and I go shit. I'm sitting down, I'm scrolling through my phone, looking at the Reddit and stuff, and what do I find, Travis? You know what I find?
What did you find?
I find a picture of Dwayne Haskins at a strip club, no mask, throwing dollar bills and shit with some ladies.
So the man who tweeted, "By God's grace, we're gonna get it," is at a titty bar.
Yeah,
catching COVID and God knows what else.
Yeah, so. So not only did he put his whole team at risk, especially since this is some of the biggest upcoming games in in the team's last like 3-4 years. Not only as well as our head coach is just recovering from fucking cancer. So yeah, way to go there. He's probably done as a football player. You never know, but probably. It's a fucking disaster now. I was really hoping. My biggest thing with him is that they wasted a 15th overall pick on him. Was it 15? I don't know. Either way, it was a high first round draft pick, and it's a quarterback. You want to give him everything you can to fucking succeed, because you want that franchise quarterback. It's so important to get one, especially since the only other guy we got is Alex Smith, and well, everybody knows about Alex Smith these days, and he's not getting any younger. So, so anyways, it goes from I'm a competitor and I will learn from this to be better for my team to that's even the best part about this, is that he went to the club and said it was raising hell after a loss. What the fuck are you doing, Dwayne? Get back in the fucking watch some film or something. Shit. That just pisses me the fuck off. Anyways. Who the fuck knows is going to be playing quarterback this week? Hopefully it's Alex. If it's not Alex, then that's probably not going to be Dwayne. So that brings me to my next point. They signed a practice squad quarterback. I don't know his fucking name. Never heard of him. Anyways, he apparently today he liked a tweet of somebody calling Dwayne Haskins garbage. So that's fun. Anyways,
boy.
Yeah, it's anyways.
Just keeping with the trend of talking about shit we talked about last week. Remember how I told you the Pope got caught liking porn or whatever?
Dude, I saw that in my Twitter feed today.
It happened again.
Yeah, what the hell is going on?
I don't know, but it's happened again. They keep catching the Pope in 4K, and he's liking these Instagram chicks. I mean, it's really him. Well, I don't know if it's him, but whoever it is on the Pope's account. The audacity. The audacity, man.
Pope looking at some jubblies.
Like, bro, like, I have like 2,000 Twitter followers and am an absolute nobody. And I still, if I see a nice ass, won't like it on Instagram or Twitter, because I know somebody's going to see it and I'm going to be the talk and somebody's going to hit me with that horny jail meme. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I just don't want to be that guy. I mean, I'm sure you probably seen some nice ass on social media in your day, but you probably chose not to like it. So nobody saw it, right?
I mean, I guess.
Okay. Well, there's two kinds of people. There's people like me who are honest, and then there's people like Cozy who lie about it. But
I don't see any ass on Twitter. It's just a bunch of NASCAR nerds. And I don't use Instagram. What?
No ass whatsoever.
Not on Twitter, no. Maybe I'm
don't
following
see
the
it
wrong
from, like-
accounts. Well, I saw the
like,
Pope liking that
mutual likes and stuff,
jubblies
yeah.
and shit, but
Usually like mutual likes. Like I'm not going to put them on blast, but I said last week Jim Ross is one of them. But he likes straight up porn. I'm not talking about straight up porn. That's a whole different conversation. Some people though will like some of these models, you know, and they got their ass out, and you know, some people are bold with it. They'll like it. Other people are like me and more reserved with it. I don't want that on my profile.
all right, no, I mean, I'm with you there. Obviously, I wouldn't be throwing out likes and shit like that, so everybody sees all that shit. But
It's kind of Twitter's fault, though. I mean, Instagram's a whole nother, like, they're just catching him because he's liking the posts and not caring. But, like, Twitter's different because you could think that you're going to sneak and like something, and the next thing you know, it's popping up in people's timeline like you retweeted it.
yeah,
So-
it is kind of awkward how it does that.
Yeah.
But now somebody's a fucking troll over there. I don't know if it's the Pope himself or his whoever, but either way, it's fucking funny. But yeah. Anyways, Washington football team can actually clinch a playoff berth this coming Sunday at 4:00. They've shifted the game, and they just got an update. Apparently, Washington may tweak team name. Dan Snyder considering Washington Football Club as new permanent name, which is funny because I got an update earlier this morning, and it was something about Dan Snyder paying off somebody $1 million and some for something or other that wasn't appropriate, I guess.
Was that the cheerleader scandal or?
No, I think it was another one. It was from like 2008 or something. It was
Oh my
like
God.
yeah, it's fucking, man. It's a fucking disaster. What does this say? Looking at 2 name options. Honestly, there's a lot of people have come up with a lot of cool like team names and shit. Honestly, I hope they just stick with football team because I think it's funny. I'm not scrolling through this. I don't know what the fuck this is. Oh, Jesus Christ. What the fuck is this? Pop culture. Fuck yourself. There we go. Bleacher Report and their damn fucking advertisements and shit. All right. Oh, damn. Where the hell was this shit? Oh, there it is. Dan Snyder settled a sexual misconduct lawsuit for $1.6 million in 2009. Well, thanks for that. All right, cool. Anyways, what the fuck were we gonna? What else we got? What?
I just saw breaking news.
Oh,
KFC's launching a console.
what?
KFC is called the KF console or KFC. No, it's KF console, and it's a real thing. Well,
And it boasts one big advantage over the PS5 and Xbox. Well, what is it? Does it come with chicken or what?
you can cook on it. It keeps chicken warm and plays games
man.
at 4K, 240 frames per second. And it's saying it's real. I thought it was a joke, but apparently it's real. It's powered by Intel.
That's a brilliant fucking idea. Oh, you Intel? Yeah, maybe not.
I have Intel, and I can't complain.
Oh, dude. That's a really brilliant
Remember
idea.
2 years ago when everybody shit on AMD? If you had AMD, oh man, AMD, Intel's the way to go. Now everybody bought Intel. Man, AMD's the way to go. Fuck you.
It's true.
It's just stupid.
AMD were the little guys, and now they just outdid Intel, and now they're the
I
guys.
I paid the big bucks, but I'm very satisfied with my Intel.
Well, I'd hope so. I'm very satisfied with my AMD. Yeah, you know what I was saying. Anyways, what I want to say about this fucking console thing, that's really genius. Because do you have a PS4?
No.
Oh man. Well,
Actually, I do somewhere in this house, but I've never hooked it up.
All right, cool. Anyways, mine isn't too terribly bad, but PS4's just run really fucking hot. Preet's, on the other hand, he's had his over here a couple times. I swear to God, it's melted my floor. It's fucking nuts, dude. His just like something's wrong with his, and it makes a ridiculous sound, and it gets ridiculously fucking hot. So if you just take that heat and just, you know, use it as a fucking cooker, 2 for 1. That's a brilliant idea. All right, I'll go fuck myself.
Well, no, like I don't know. Like I'm reading here. Like I don't understand how this is a good idea, because you're gonna get crumbs and shit down in there. Like this thing's gonna overheat. There's no way it doesn't.
I mean, if it catches on fire, it'll fucking cook something, I guess.
That's what I'm saying. This seems like a liability nightmare.
It's a weird feat of human engineering, then, and exactly the kind of silly nonsense we need during this trying year. Honestly, the KF console wouldn't look out of place next to Sony and Microsoft's next-gen systems. That's fair. The fucking refrigerator and the fucking big stupid router thing.
Remember the Soldier Boy console that turned out just to be like he had stolen all sorts of stuff? Like it was just a regular console in a different shell, and he was getting sued for it. But this is a lot. Think about all the technology that was not designed to be hot. That's just spontaneously combusted through the years. This is designed to keep chicken warm, and they're going to sell it to people. Can you imagine the fires and the explosions we're going to see? Remember hoverboards? They were burning people's houses down.
Yeah.
What was that alarm clock? Was it the fuck? Didn't that guy with the alarm clock that cooks your bacon, didn't it burn somebody's house down?
I didn't hear about that.
I remember the Android phone.
Yeah, the Galaxies were
floating in people's pockets.
Yeah.
This just seems like a disaster waiting to happen.
Well, I mean, eventually somebody's got to like harness the power, right, and finally put it together. Maybe this is it. This is what we've all been waiting for. I don't know. They have a video.
There's a reason mankind.
I'm not gonna play that audio. There's a reason mankind. Oh man, this is a great looking promo trailer. I'm just kind of scrubbing through. I want one of these. How much do they cost? Do they know?
It seems fucking stupid.
Oh, KFC Gaming and Cooler Master? Yeah, okay.
Why wouldn't you just get a regular console and then use your microwave?
Because that way you don't got to buy 2 things. Just one. There you go.
But this would arguably be more inconvenient because you'd have to get up and go to your console just to get your chicken.
Nah, not if it's right next to you.
I guess.
You can just reach over and pull some chicken.
What if this is the next big thing? The KF console. Coming to the KF console. Esports on the KF console. NASCAR Heat on the KF console.
I want to play NASCAR E5 video game on a fucking KFC console. Oh,
while you're
man.
cooking your chicken.
Yeah. I wonder if this is... can you put a disc in here? I hope not. You get all your chicken grease on your damn disc and then it won't read it. So I guess this is probably... Yeah, this will be some digital shit. Man, I want to read some more on this. This is incredible. And keeps your chicken warm. I'm a big chicken fan myself, so I'm definitely gonna keep my eye on this. And if I could buy one, you bet your ass I'm doing it. I wonder what games it'll have. Cause
you ought to jump on it. I'm sure an unboxing video would come close to paying for it.
Oh man, I bet I won't fuck it up as bad as my first one.
Oh yeah.
All right, we got to talk about this because we were planning on doing it from last week.
6 years ago.
6 years ago, I was fucking, how old was I? I was like 16 years old. And I've learned a lot in those 6 years, I'll tell you that. And a lot of it came from this video. I was actually thinking about it the other day.
Made you stronger.
It did. It really did. And
this was the content creator's version of going to Vietnam right here. Because Cozy he got ripped to shreds in the comment section.
Oh man, it honestly just became a meme at some point. And you know what's funny is because in my entire like YouTube career, it's hard. I have a knack of just not being able to get videos to blow up too good. And this is one of like 3 that actually did. Yeah. And I fucked it the next town over, basically. It is, what did I learn? Okay, first off, what is it? So back 6 fucking years ago, you guys remember the Dale Call thing? Yeah, it appeared in a Mountain Dew commercial, and then they made it a real thing. Commercial. Oh, Super Bowl commercial. So it's a big fucking deal, and everybody loves Mountain Dew and Dale Jr. So yeah, they made some fucking Dale Call things, and of course I had to get one. And yeah, so I was like, all right, let me do a fucking unboxing thing. So that's what the video was. Where it went wrong was it came with its own little 2 batteries, and the way they packaged it, I thought it was one of those like you just like slip it in with it's one of those packaging kind of things, like they put the 2 batteries, like a little battery pack kind of thing. I thought that's what was going on there. I was wrong, and it didn't work. So that's just kind of how it went, and then I figured it out. But the thing that I really learned from this, and it's stupid that this is how I had to learn it, but you don't got to put all that shit in there. If you just edit a little bit, that shit never happened.
Yeah.
So fast forward 6 years, you guys have no idea how big of a dumbass I am because I edit all my stupid shit out these days. Technology, all right.
It made this video unlisted, so you'll never find it.
Yeah, well, I mean, I'm sure it's out there one way or another. It is unlisted, so it is possible to find it through a link or something. You'd have to be fair, you could probably Google it and find it on a website embedded somewhere, because once you get like to a certain point, they just like take your video and put it on a website and don't tell you. So well, anyways, this video has 61,000 views, 293 likes, one of them's me, and 195 dislikes. And
we were close to a ratio there. I'm glad I was able to do my part and like it. Some of the other, I'm sure some listeners probably were involved there. We saved you from a ratio.
Yeah, some of you probably remember, but most of you probably don't. Either way, this was a disastrous video, but once again, you learn something, you overcome it, and well, it either way, it gave us some of the best comments probably I've ever gotten on my channel in one collective play.
Have you explained what you did wrong yet?
Yeah, the batteries, and then I fucked something else up with the fucking little strappy thing, but either way, I got it to work. So
basically, he didn't take the batteries out of the packaging all the way.
Yeah, I thought it was a fucking battery pack. Because, like, you get, like, an RC car or something, they'd have, like, that protective, like, film or whatever over the 2 little batteries they give you, and you plug it in and it's okay. It wasn't that. You just had to just fucking cut it open yourself. So, that was my mistake. Anyways. All right, go ahead. Let's hear these fucking comments. You got something picked out?
And I got right here at the top from, are we saying names? I'm not going to say this guy's name. His name is Professor.
Okay, read it.
Holy hell, you blow.
That's what I was going to say, because, like, yes, you're right. You do blow. That's how you make the thing work. Thank you, Professor.
Justin here said, "Dear God, teach this man the faults and wonders of plastic wrapping." My favorite ones are ones like this who were way over dramatic about it, because it wasn't that big of a deal.
Yeah, it really wasn't. But that's the thing, though. It blows up, and then everybody's like, I don't know. It's probably one of the top reviews of it, and it was fucking stupid. So I got what I put into it, basically. So it was kind of fair. But
this guy right here came to the rescue and said, "Hey man, it's just like me. I accidentally put the milk on the shelf and the box in the fridge." Not sure what box he's talking about, but okay. There you have it. Robert here says, "You lay the fabric stupid under the batteries, so when you run out of juice, you can pull the fabric and the batteries will come out." And I think you started replying to some of these.
Yeah, I did reply to some of these.
And they got pretty good. I'm trying to scroll down here. I replied to that guy and said, "Was that even English?" And he said, "To be truthful, I have no idea." And that was like 6 months later, I think. I remember him replying.
This guy said it would have been so much cooler if you didn't need batteries. What? How the fuck would it run there, pal?
Solar powered nail calls.
Coming to a store near you.
Like a man, didn't read the instructions.
That is fair, but it didn't come with any either. I guess that was, who would need instructions for something that simple, but you'd be surprised how stupid I am.
This guy says, "Have you never put batteries into anything before? Check the batteries are the correct way. Take the 2 that are packaged together apart. Read the package instructions if you're still lost." These are the worst kinds of people right here.
Yeah, go
These are the
yourself.
absolute worst. And you replied to him, "Thank you. If you watch the rest of the video, you can clearly see I made a mistake that I fixed." You started getting sassy at a point.
Yeah, man. See, that's that this video scarred me really, because now all these years of making videos, I can't stand when people head wobble me, and it just pisses me the fuck off. And I've talked about it before, but my F1 series is one of the worst about it. everybody like 90% of people are cool, but like there's a lot of people like because I don't totally like I'm not a like I'm just getting into F1, so some of these things like I don't know, or I don't know how these some of the stuff works out. So if I say something wrong or do something wrong, I'll have like half my comments just fucking head wobble at me and calling me stupid or whatever. Either way, I just like people are like especially when I say something wrong, man. People I can't stand the urge of some people just to be the right person, having to correct people. I guess I don't. It just pisses me the fuck off. Anyways,
Henry here says, "I hope you have never voted in your entire life for anything.
it's true. I haven't.
Anything at all. Not even class president." This guy came to the rescue. Said, "You are cool." Another guy said, "Oh my fucking god." A guy by the name of Cadillac said, "Spit into it."
That's how these comments go. From "you are cool" to what was the other one?
Oh my fucking god. And then this guy tells you to spit into it. This guy said you were supposed to take the two batteries apart from each other. Well, see, going back to your head wobble thing, people who don't even watch the whole video, they just see you do something wrong and then they're just immediately like all over the fucking keyboard, just ready to, oh man, I fucked the video up. Scrub it down.
I like this guy. He said, "Why you got soap?" And it's that fucking little bar of soap that came with the Ricky Stenhouse car when he was sponsored by Zest. Why you got soap?
This guy says you must be a Yankee.
Well, technically not, but right.
Barely. This guy says remove the plastic. Typical NASCAR fan, I suppose.
Well,
so bet you that guy has the real round glasses.
Yeah. He's probably an
Here's a good
fan.
One. Brian here says, "Look at that. It's another 7-minute idiot. But hey, he finally made a video and it looked cool after he could figure out how to install some batteries."
7-minute idiot. What about the rest of me? It's just that 7 minutes, or
yeah, I guess so.
All right.
Walmart bitch. That was another good one.
I remember Walmart bitch.
I know. I still to this day, 6 years later, and I don't know what he meant, but he just said 2 words: Walmart bitch. That was pretty good. Country Rebel says you got the batteries in way wrong, and that was only 3 years ago, so he was a little late to the party.
Yeah.
Torpedo says, "Jesus, the black strap was supposed to go behind the batteries so you could pull on it to remove the batteries. And did you ever think about reading the fucking manual? And how many times can you say in 7 minutes before you click record? Have an idea what you're going to do. Maybe write it down and follow it. That would be a script."
All right, listen here, fuckface. Why would a Dale call come with a manual, you fuck? But to be fair, though, he's not too terribly wrong. That was something I was always really bad about, saying and all that shit. I have gotten better at that, and especially now that I can edit all that shit out. Yeah. Again, I learned a lot from this video. I got shat on, but I mean, it's kind of what you got to do, I guess.
Speedy here said, "Stop it with the hate commits. We all do stupid stuff." And then asshole 14-year-old Travis commented, like typing a comment like that. And then a full year later, he replied, "Sorry I commented this. I commented it a long time ago and didn't intend to write," and he used the wrong "right," a hate comment.
Oh, man.
So
this guy said, "Where did you this at?" Where did you this at? No question mark either. Where did you this at?
Oh, my God. Good video. There's some good videos here. Great vid. Keep up the good work.
There's a couple real nice people that I really appreciate, like,
yeah.
And people actually like genuinely was like, it was kind of funny that he fucked it up. But yeah, most people just were out for blood on this video, man. I couldn't believe it.
This guy's reasonable. He says, "I was once befuddled by the black ribbon, but I was like 13 then. The opening of the package and the batteries was just killer, though. Man, no grace whatsoever."
Oh, man.
In the commercial, the guy blew it like a duck call, so I would try that.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's the gist of it. I'm making sure we didn't miss any. Still to this day, Walmart bitch is my favorite. I mean, because I still don't know. Like, YouTube and social media in general, there are just these people who, like, they type stuff, and I guess to them it makes sense, but It's just random words. Like I used to go to school, and this man's still like this. He has a pretty well paid job, but he'll like post a selfie and try to type some long inspirational thing about hard work, and it's just a bunch of random like words in there that are all misspelled, and it's like the most pathetic. Like, hang on, let me read one to you.
Oh yeah, I want to hear one.
It was if I have a buddy who sends them to me all the time when he sees them. Don't let other people let you. Don't just be you was one of his most recent ones. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, and I mean, it's been just like this. I remember this kid freshman year. We found his Twitter, and he tweeted, I'm dreading school tomorrow," and then 2 hours later, he replied to that and said same. So I think he got on Twitter again and he saw that and he's like, holy shit, this guy's dreading school tomorrow too. I replied to it. It was like same. Like he was not a very bright young man at all.
Oh,
he was known for God almighty. Here's another one. Happy Thanksgiving, everyone, and let's make this double bubble of this Thanksgiving. And I'm so thankful they have a more in my life. Let's make this double bubble. Don't know.
Is that just one sentence or
Yeah, it's one sentence. Here's one more. The past 3 years I've been through a lot of lows and high times, but the good times got over all the lows. But I know I could trust these people, plus a lot more of was help and me always been there for through these times. But one thing I leaned, don't stress, and always could go on God and your family. And I'm not reading the rest, but like you can get the gist of how it goes. Like it's just random words, and like he's not like an idiot. Like he's got a good job. I don't know. Like you put a keyboard in front of him, and he just forgets how to English.
Fucking, it's like old people Facebook or some shit.
Yeah, like it's just crazy to me.
Dude, I'm telling you, there's a couple of different types, man. I've been receiving comments for fucking years now, and it's just you got the people that just like write one big sentence. That's just those are my favorite. You got the people who write a paragraph and then like every fucking word has a capitalized, first letter. Those kinds of people. Oh my god, dude, it's just that's the fucking internet for you, though, I guess.
Speaking of old people, Facebook, up in Tennessee the other day, some prisoners escaped, and this old guy commented on the Tennessee Department of Corrections thing and said, "Seen that one? Be careful, you're loved." And then later he replied to his own comment and said, "Made a fool of myself. This text was to go to the person that sent me the alert. Dory, my friends." I meant to post that on the old people Facebook subreddit, but I forgot to.
Oh my god.
But yeah, man. Social media, man, it brings out the worst in people.
It's true. Fuck else do we got to talk about today? Dude, I'm still pissed. I thought my PS5 was gonna ship today. Didn't. Dude, it's both me and Preetz has it. We both ordered it the same day, about the same time. The sad part about it is that I'm still a subscriber to this PS5 restock shit on Reddit, and there's a bunch of other people posting from the same day, the same order batch. It's funny because now like everybody's getting PS5s. They're like all in this little group now, and they're all trying to share information about what's going on with how things are going. So like I don't know. It seems like 50-50, but a lot of people are actually going to get theirs before Christmas that ordered on the same day we did. Ours still says like January 9th, but that's cool. I can't feel too bad though. It was pretty nice. There was one post from she said she was a mom of 3 who got her PS5 that's going to come before Christmas. So that was nice and heartwarming there. So I'll gladly sacrifice mine so that can happen. But who knows when the fuck? To be fair though, even if they do ship it, Jesus, I don't know when the fuck it's going to come. I told you about my other package. It's been sitting there for how long now? It's been sitting there since December 9th in Maryland. I live in Maryland. It's December 22nd now. No updates or whatsoever. So
I think it's in a corner and they forgot about it. Could you drive to that center maybe and see
I have really considered, but you can't get on the phone with anybody. I've tried. And the thing with it though is I've been scrolling through, I've been searching USPS Maryland, and apparently there's a lot of other people in the same boat that just it goes to this one center and it just sits there. And I'm pretty sure that's the center that had 300 plus COVID infections back early December. So It's a fucking disaster down there, and I would imagine a lot of that shit's not going to come before Christmas. The really sad part about it is a lot of that shit's like, you know, important stuff. Not only obviously, you know, gifts and stuff for Christmas, but like medications and shit people actually fucking need. So fucking disaster, man. Hopefully they can get that shit sorted out. But yeah, we'll fucking maybe by the next time we record a podcast, maybe I'll have a PS5. I'm so fucking excited to get it though. I don't know what the hell I'm gonna get other than probably 2K and Spooderman. I want to get Spooderman. If there's anyone out there who's got a PS5, let me know if you got any game suggestions. But I'm just like, part of me was like, I couldn't get one, so I just wanted one more. And now like I got one. I don't know exactly what I'm gonna do with it yet, but I want to play some next gen 2K. I want to rebuild the Thunder again. Speaking of which, the NBA season starts tonight. I'm fucking excited. There's only 2 games though. It's Warriors, Nets, and then Lakers, Clippers. So I'm fucking excited. The Thunder season starts tomorrow. We'll probably not make the playoffs, but you know we can always hope and dream. It's a start of a new season. That's the fun part about it, though. I think I mentioned it before. Since the Thunder are rebuilding, you know, the seasons are kind of running together now with the COVID and all that stuff. So it's like the season ended, made a bunch of moves with the, you know, the well, not really free agents, but just trades and draft picks and shit. And then, you know, usually you got to wait the whole off season, but it's like everything's happening so fast. We're on to the next season now, and this is a condensed season. I think they're only playing 72 games, I think. So to get through this season, then, you know, I'll get on to the next one then. But the Thunder drafted this big goopy dude. I think I talked about him before. I think I learned how to pronounce his name. His name's, I don't know what his first name is, but his last name is Pokashevsky. He's a goofy looking dude. Again, like 7 feet tall, 195 pounds, little skinny dude. Man, he shoots lights out, dude. He's been draining some threes. I'm really excited for it. So he was like, the Thunder just kind of said fuck it with this draft since they have a lot of draft picks in the future, like talking all the way to like 2026. So like we're set. So they just like he played overseas obviously, and he's got this interesting. They called him the most polarizing player in the draft. So it was kind of a gamble pick, but it might work out. So at least it'll be fun to kind of watch how he progresses through the season, as well as Darius Baisley, who was another one that didn't even play after high school. He didn't go to college, and I don't think he played he might have played overseas, but it was a really weird story. Just he hadn't played basketball. He just I don't know what the fuck he did, but he was supposed to be a high draft pick, and again, the Thunder ended up just gambling on him, and he actually played pretty darn good after the NBA restarted. So he'll be another guy. Other than that, though, oof, the rest of the team, who the fuck knows? Mike Muscala, baby, he's been draining threes too. Old Big Mike, he might be my new favorite player. I don't know, but we'll see. I'm excited for the Thunder. Let me know who you guys' teams are and how your team's going this season. I need to get back in the swing of things and catch up with all the offseason moves and everything and see who's where and how the rookies are playing this year. I'm fucking excited, though, man. It's a good time of year.
Oh, man. I'm actually excited this time around. This will be, I guess, the first time I've really cared at the beginning of the season. So.
Oh, you going to watch some basketball?
Yes, sir.
You're following the Pelicans, aren't you?
Yeah, I guess. I don't really want to, but I like Steve. I can't root against him.
Yeah, that's fair. It's gonna be really awkward when they play them for the first time. Oh man, that sucks. I really wish he didn't get traded, but that's kind of the business side of things. It sucks sometimes, but yeah, good luck with that. Hey, at least you got Zion. You know,
I mean that'll be cool. My brother's a big Duke fan, so he's a big Zion fan. And right before COVID happened, Pelicans were supposed to play in Atlanta, and then the Thunder were supposed to play in Atlanta as well. And we were thinking about going to both games because I wanted to see Steve and he wanted to see Zion, but now we could just kill a bird with two stones, or kill two birds with one stone. That's what it is. Kill a bird with two stones. That's a little violent, but kill two birds with one stone. Oh my god, I'm dumbass. Kill a bird with two stones. Hit him once and then hit him one more time. Make sure he's done.
Make sure he's finished. Oh jeez. Let's see what we got here.
All right. askmoonhead@gmail.com. My Christmas mailbag. It looks like Santa's bag. Nathan Wakeman leading us off. Kind of long one, but 2 questions. For Cozy, any tips to get better at the F1 games, such as passing and car setup? Now, before Cozy answers, I've found that passing cars is pretty easy. You just go where they're not.
That's fair. Setups. I don't have any setup tips. What I've been using though instead of can I just go on a rant real quick? The past like 3 years or so, I've been playing the F1 games. I've been using the Codemasters forums because there's setups like track by track there, and there's this one motherfucker. His name's Adam, and he's always a top motherfucking option, and he always uses Mercedes every year because he's a chump, and he always sets up his cars for the Mercedes and the setups on the Mercedes cars, and they always fucking suck for every other car. And his setups always fucking suck, except for a couple of them. So fuck you, Adam. And the rest of them, they usually kind of suck too. All right, so here's the thing. That's the thing. I don't know. If you're playing on console, you might be SOL. Because I use the Steam Workshops. If you're playing on PC, great. But anybody else, if they're on PC, I just go to the Steam Workshop. You can load them in there and then just select the top-rated setups and then just kind of tweak them. It basically says everything that it does. Like if you're trying to adjust one thing or the other, it'll tell you what it does, kind of like iRacing now. So it's just trial and error. You just got to play with it. And every track's different, so you just got to, it depends on how much time you want to put into it. But the more time, the better. As for passing and stuff, the thing with F1 that a lot of people I don't know if they really understand, but like the AI are still kind of shitty and they're pretty easy to manipulate. So all you got to do is you usually see me, especially like a long straightaway into a tight corner. I'll try to pass them on the outside because all you got to do is pin them down and they're just like, okay, instead of trying to pass, underneath. You can just pin them down and just drive right around them for the most part. It's pretty easy to manipulate them, kind of like NASCAR Heat 5 in a sense. But other than that, just under braking is the biggest thing and probably the hardest thing to get used to because the braking zones are ridiculous. Like you just it's full on brake and just right onto the corner. It's not like NASCAR where you're braking for like 10 seconds into a corner. So just the tighter you can get your braking zones down and into the corner without overshooting and locking up the corners, that's usually the best, especially for overtaking. But other than that, that's really about that.
And then he had part 2 of this question for Travis. Have you guys ever thought about holding a fan race? Maybe like a shootout type style Daytona/Talladega, or maybe a endurance race like you did with the Miatas at Martinsville. We pretty much do that already with the I tweet out the password for any of the non-points races. So unless it's like a event, but we're not very like restrictive with who can join, so we really let about anybody join unless it's something you have to qualify in for. So we kind of already do that. And then the endurance race, we're doing 2 next year. One of them will be the Martinsville 24, and then we're gonna do stock cars on a road course for 24 hours. But I don't know when yet.
Oh,
but
boy.
At some point.
That might be worse.
You think?
Yeah, you're gonna be hustling those a lot more than those fucking Miatas.
Yeah. I don't know. We're gonna do it at it'll either be the Daytona road course or the Charlotte Roval, most likely, somewhere with lights.
Oh, let's do the Roval. I like the Roval.
Yeah, it'll get kind of dark in the infield, but you can still see, so it'll work.
Yeah.
All right, Benjamin Branscombe writes, "Hey guys, hope you are all doing well and enjoying the holidays. I wanted to email and reach out about last week's topic on the site Pornhub removing a large group of videos. Can't remember which one of you said it, but it was something to agree with them being a leader and setting the standard for online video safety or something of that nature. I don't know which one of us. That sounds way smarter than anything either of us said, but I'll take your word. Turns out that in the past, the adult film industry has been leading light in the media industry. In a few of my college classes, I was a media arts and studies major. We talked about how they chose VHS over Betamax first, DVD over Laserdisc, and so on. So I wouldn't be surprised if they do take the lead in video privacy and security moving forward." Oh, I remember when we were talking about them mass deleting shit.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, and thank you for your question, Ben. P.S. Travis, don't kick me out of Moon Car. I really have a blast when I'm running there with you. I won't kick you out. I don't have a reason to kick you out. Yeah, porn. Let's talk about porn. They are very, very advanced. They lead the charge.
Yeah, I hope those motherfuckers buy out fucking YouTube. They fucking can't get their heads out of their asses, man.
Yeah,
I want to see
YouTube
YouTube
run properly. Fuck us.
Yeah. Fuck YouTube. Am I right?
Yeah.
I hope they teach them a thing or two. I don't care who it is, man. As long as it's some smart motherfuckers who can change some things for the better. Because again, like I said when we were talking about that, man, it's like just the social media boom in the last 10 years. everybody's kind of writing the rules as we go, and it's kind of,
Oh,
people are getting shit on as we go, but hopefully they can figure it out.
let me talk about DMCA laws for a minute, because I thought that, with the boom of social media, especially through COVID and stuff and streaming and all this, we'd see a change for the better in like the DMCA side of things. And it looks like it's getting worse. Like in this COVID relief bill, there's stuff hidden. A lot of people are saying they're going to arrest streamers for listening to music. They're not going to do that. But they're going the opposite direction they should be. Like, I get it. Like, you should not be able to illegally provide is it copyrighted or copywritten? I think it's copyrighted.
You're asking the wrong guy there, pal.
Copyrighted material. Like, I in no way, like, if I created something, I wouldn't want it redistributed, reused, or reformatted without the authorized written consent of Moonhead. But
can we clip that out and use and put that at the end of every Gasholes episode?
Yeah. Me trying to say it. Anyway, I totally get that, and I would never be for that. But at the same time, I can't think of we're in the age of Spotify and music streaming and all this. Why in the hell can I play a video game, listen to music, and stream it? You know what I mean? Nobody's going to go, man, I don't want to pay that artist, so let me go to this guy's VOD that's only available for a set amount of time. And anytime I want to hear that song, listen in the background to him yelling and screaming and playing this video game to listen to that song. Nobody's doing that. If anything, they're like, damn, that's a cool song behind that idiot screaming. Let me go listen to it somewhere and actually make the guy money. Everybody has their music on YouTube. It's one fucking search away. You can listen to it there. It pisses me off. It pisses me off.
Dude.
Such an outdated thing. Like, I get, like, back in the days of LimeWire and shit, like, yeah, we needed that, but we don't need that stuff anymore.
Dude, fucking that's always the first thing I got to do when I do a new playthrough or something of a video game with the fucking, you got to turn that soundtrack off, and it sucks. I had to do that for NASCAR 30 2004, and that's like one of the best ones ever. It just man, it fucking stinks, man. If they ever like change that back around where it's okay, I'm firing that shit back up, and it's gonna have the damn soundtrack included.
And you can't convince me the artists think otherwise. Like, it's all the labels. Like, if I made music and you wanted to listen to me sing country music while you played games or something, fucking, I'd love it, wouldn't you? I mean, that's just free exposure. But whatever. All right, next question comes from a lot of letters. I don't know who this person is, but it's just a bunch of numbers and letters. Hey, Travis and Cozy, how are you guys doing? Love the channels and podcast. Anyways, my question is, if you changed one thing on iRacing and only one thing, what would it be? That's all. Have a good one. A tire model that you can actually race with. That's what I'd want.
Ah, man. Yeah, the racing sucks on iRacing. And I saw that they were today that they were talking about hosting some iRacing races instead of fucking the NASCAR practice or whatever.
Yeah.
I was like, nobody wants to watch that. I saw one guy who said that he'd rather watch an iRacing race instead of a NASCAR practice, and I was like, you gotta be fucking kidding me.
He'd probably rather watch another man fuck his wife, too.
You gotta be... Dude, the fucking racing on iRacing sucks, and you can't tell me otherwise.
If it was Mooncar, if it was Miatas at Darlington, I'd agree.
Yeah, all right, there you go. There's something entertaining, but like if you're just doing like any of the NASCAR like stuff on iRacing, it all sucks. It's all one groove. You can't do anything with it. You know what I mean? Sure, you might have something interesting happen here and there, and if you put a bunch of Cup guys out there, I'm sure a couple boomers will tune in. But like as it is right now, it fucking stinks. So that would probably be it. I still kind of like the idea that proposed that I think it was having the iRating reset and shit every season or whatever. Was it you?
It was me. Yeah,
oh, okay. Well, then
it should be like ranking in other games.
Yeah, I think that would be pretty cool. That would kind of get me back into official racing, maybe. And that's another thing. I think official racing kind of stinks, but that's just me. But
I mean, that's almost a product of the tire model and stuff now. Like,
yeah,
I don't know. I think back to like leagues and stuff we've done where you used to be able to actually race.
Yeah, it's definitely not as fun as it used to be. That's for sure.
Dustin writes, "Hey Travis and Michael, hope you're doing well and healthy. My question is for both of you all."
I wouldn't say healthy, but we're...
Have either one of you raced anything from go-karts to race cars or just iRacing? Keep up the great content, Dustin. I bought a race car last year and then COVID hit. Little front-wheel drive beat-up car, so I haven't raced it yet. It's still sitting on my driveway. So that's it. No, I haven't raced anything.
Best thing I've raced is go-karts at SIK. I've said it before and I say it again. I mean, I really want to like race like something in an actual like race before I die. Don't know if that'll happen, but man, I'd like to just fucking send the shit out of something. You know what I mean? I don't know what it'd be, but maybe I'll pile my money together one couple years and save it all up and run Arca somewhere stupid or something like that. I don't know.
Connor Broderick wants to know your thoughts on the end of The Mandalorian. I don't know if you covered like your specific emotions when you talked about it earlier.
Oh yeah. I mean, it was I liked it. It kind of sucked because it was like watching it. It was like the kind of end of the 2-season hype around it, I guess, with the whole Baby Yoda / Grogu storyline. Because it was those two and kind of going through the galaxy. Now it's just kind of over. But I'm really excited about it now because, well, it just adds a pretty significant story to the Star Wars universe with him being trained by Luke. So. I'm really interested to see where the hell they go with that. But as of right now, it's like, but to be fair, one thing that a lot of people forgot about was that, what's his face? Mandalorian, old buddy, he got the Darksaber right there at the end. So that'll be something. And the whole, Planet of Mandalore and all that shit. I think they got plenty of stuff that they can, fill up and use for the next season. It's just, I think everybody's a little bittersweet seeing that come to an end. But it was fucking like, as a Star Wars fan though, I was like, I hadn't felt like that in a long time watching that shit. I felt giddy inside. It was like, oh man, this is pretty fucking cool. One thing I didn't mention, the Dark Troopers, those were fucking cool as shit. They almost had like their own little soundtrack every time they showed them. It was really fucking cool because, to be fair, it almost like the last episode was kind of rushed. I was talking to somebody about that, and I almost kind of agreed. The two fights, he was fighting Moff Gideon there at the end, and that fight ended like just like that. And then he ended up getting his face punched in by that fucking one Dark Trooper, and he got out of that shit. And it was all right, but the one cool thing though is how he opened up the gates and they all flew out the fucking the ship there, and then you kind of forget about him, and then they all of a sudden they start flying back to the ship, and then they reboard. And I was like, man, that's pretty fucking cool. But yeah, the Dark Troopers I thought were really pretty badass. But yeah, I'm super excited now for what's to come, because I think Star Wars is really starting to get back on track.
All right. Hello, Cozy and Travis, writes Diesel Systems.
Hello.
Road courses and league races seem to bring lots of frustration. What do you think are some rule changes that would help to make things more enjoyable? Here's what I thought of. A mid-race competition red flag followed by a standing start. I hope you're both having a great holidays so far. Roger. That's a good idea.
It's like it's some F1 style shit right there. Just have somebody almost die, and then just restart the race in the middle.
I like that.
What is it for, like iRacing?
I guess.
The thing with iRacing is that they don't have like automatic cautions on the road courses, so it's like if something happens to you, you're kind of fucked. FTF does that kind of shit. They'll have like a fucking mandatory caution that always bones me one way or another. Then they'll have as they bring the field back together, everybody just piles the fuck into each other on the restart, and then we get another caution, and enough to fuck me over, and then end the race. So, I mean,
hey, we did a halfway caution, didn't do a standing start, but a halfway caution in the greatest iRacing road course race ever when Mooncar went to the Roval that time in the trucks.
I don't remember that.
You don't remember? It was like the coolest finish ever. You were.
Oh yeah, okay, that one. Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah.
I don't remember that caution though.
Yeah, that's what set it up, because you and Preet slugged it out for the stage.
Oh yeah, I remember that now. Yeah.
Yeah, and then you pitted at the stage. Gary pitted before the stage. Gary was trying to hold you off on old tires, and y'all brawled for the last 5 laps, 10 laps.
I'm still pissed about that. I won that fucking race. Just iRacing's stupid.
What's funny, the most underrated Moon Vision moment of the year was me calling the Charlotte Motor Speedway at 11 o'clock at night and getting a voice, like an answering machine, trying to figure out where the actual start-finish line was.
Oh man, that brings up a perfect point. There should only be one fucking line on a racetrack for a start-finish line. Why do you have 8 fucking lines?
We had to go and see where like the actual lap changed in the timing, and it was not where you would have thought because it looked like Cozy won the race, but he didn't.
It's fucking stupid, man.
Um,
Anyways.
I thought you were gonna have a longer thought there, so I took a big swig of Sprite.
Wow,
I was gonna enjoy it.
What's wrong with just this plain, like, just checkered, line across the fucking track?
No, you're preaching to the choir.
Uh,
Brian Greamy writes, I think this is a question Cozy will only answer, but what is your favorite Madden? Mine is Madden 11 with Breeze on the cover.
Fuck Madden. I don't have a favorite one. Yeah, I don't think I do. I don't know. It's just like the first one I really played was Madden 25, like that anniversary one, and that one was all right, I guess. I don't really remember a whole lot of it. I've never really been a big Madden player until like after that, and after that it was shit. I had the one with was it like Madden 08 or some shit? I think it had Brett Favre on the cover of it. But like that, I never really got into it. I just played it here and there. But like probably around 14, 15 is kind of when I started getting into franchise mode, and that's just when it never changed. It was year after year after year after year with the same fucking horse shit with a couple things tweaked. So EA can suck a fat dick.
All right, well, this was going to be our last one, but we literally just had another question pour in.
Oh.
JD Legate says, hello, fellas, and mustache.
Oh.
I've been on a big NASCAR Thunder 2004 kick as of recent, and I know it's regarded as being one of, if not the best NASCAR game created. My question is, if you could change one thing about the game, what would it be? I'd make it, I'd remaster it and put it on something now. I wouldn't change anything.
Oh, this is a good one. Here's the thing. NASCAR Thunder.
Oh, can I change my answer?
Yeah, go ahead.
I'd add truck and bush.
Oh, there's a good idea. Yeah. Yes, I didn't really mind that. It was kind of fun just focusing on the cup because that was one of the gripes I had with NASCAR 2005 is that it takes so fucking long to get to where you want to be, and that's part of the reason why my career series on it just dragged on so fucking long. So you go from modifieds, and you gotta go trucks, and you got a Bush series, and you just gotta do a whole bunch of fucking seasons before you can even get to like Cup, and then even like you have to do another season or two of Cup before you can buy your own team.
What was that noise?
I don't know, what noise did I make?
Then you have to. Oh no!
I thought I made a Larry Mack noise. Remember that one time from Charlotte? That fucking
yeah, Clint Boyer. Yeah.
That's a fucking classic. Anyways, yeah, I can't really hear like these fucking headphones. I can't really hear myself too good, so that's why I end up making a lot of fucking noise and shit. Anyways, yeah, there is a cheat code with NASCAR 2005 where you can just put in all the fucking money, but that's no fucking fun, anyways. NASCAR Thunder 2004 though, the thing that pissed me off the most with NASCAR Thunder 2004 was that there weren't enough like AI cautions. Like if you didn't wreck yourself, you weren't getting one. You know what I mean? Unless like somebody blew up or something, which I don't think that was a caution. No, it wasn't. So that really takes a big part of the race away, especially because it takes so long when you play that game to get good. Because you just have to grind out like 40th place finishes every single week. And then you basically are relying on just cars dropping engines and getting out of the race, and sometimes that doesn't even happen. So cautions would be greatly appreciated in that game because it's just it's hard to race without fucking cautions. You need some shit to go your way. Other than that, though, obviously there's some things here and there about the game, but that was like just playing it. That was probably one of the biggest things, the negative things about it, and that's one of the things I would change. But it's still, you can't. I don't think anybody convinced me otherwise. That ain't the GOAT. It's been a while since I played 03 and 02 and all that shit. I might do that one day. Everybody keeps on thinking I'm gonna go to NASCAR 2006, and I'm like, that's not fucking happening. That's where it kind of went downhill for me. But that's where they started getting lazy because they did a bunch of shit with their new shit with 2005, and then it just kind of got lazy after that. So I think we talked about that. They stopped modeling players and shit, and and all that fun stuff. So anyways.
His part 2 was, do you think Kurt Busch is a first ballot Hall of Famer like Dale Jr.? I'd say it depends on who he's up against. You know what I mean? If him and a couple other of these guys retire at the same time and they're going against some of these other guys, because I think owners and media members and all that, and they narrowed it down where less people are going in. There's a very good chance he might not be, but I think if he was, he'd be deserving.
Yeah, 32 wins. Cup champion, Daytona 500 champion. I mean, that's just about everything you need.
Yeah, it'd be hypocritical because I said Junior deserved it, and like I stand by that because 26 wins, 2 500s,
Yeah,
2 Xfinity
a big part of Dale
championships,
Jr.'s
some owner
was
championships.
a big part of his though was just the impact he had on the sport. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but like even if we wanted to base it off to statistics, he was getting in eventually.
Yeah. Oh
Like,
no,
I
no,
mean,
yeah, for sure.
like 100%. Like people who act like he was a shitty race car driver, like
Yeah, that's the thing.
if his dad wasn't Dale Sr., he would be looked at just as good as a lot of these other guys.
Yeah, that and damn, I lost my train of thought. But
The 06 to 2010 years didn't do him any favors, but still.
yeah, I was thinking about that today, man. I saw a picture on Twitter of that crash he had at Sonoma that year in that fucking Corvette.
Yeah.
He caught on fire and shit, dude. He fucking Dale Jr. Man, he had a hell of a fucking career, man. Not only, he won a lot of races, but man, he fucking survived a lot of shitty crashes and all. Obviously, everybody knows about the concussions and shit, but that fucking crash he had at Dover that time, where he got spun around, he slapped the wall at a turn 2,
The Fontana
driver's side.
one
Yeah, the Fontana one. That one's fucking. He had a lot of fucking crashes like
See,
that, man.
it didn't hit me till after he retired. Like I never remembered him having like the biggest wreck I remember Junior having was when he flipped at Daytona in the Xfinity race
man, I
that
was
year
so pissed at that, man.
and got hit by like 4 cars as he was spinning around on his roof.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought he was going to win that race in that
Me
Hellman's
too.
car.
Me too.
Flipped his dick off, but that's like the only one. Then that Texas wreck where he hit the grass, that looked pretty hard. And like there were hard wrecks, don't get me wrong. Like I remember Junior hitting hard and being like, damn, Junior hit hard. But like till I really went back and looked at it and saw like you said, the Corvette on fire, the Dover wreck, the Fontana wreck, some of these other wrecks. We never saw the blown tire at Kansas from the sound of it,
Yeah.
it wasn't too good.
And he had another one there, that chase race. He did the same shit and he
Yeah.
smacked the fuck out of it.
Then he got hit in the door in that wreck where Stewart flipped over the pack or whatever in the
Yeah.
last lap. So yeah, I mean he had a lot of wrecks, and I'm sure that took a toll on him through the years. And then his last question, JD's last question, 3 for Dale. What's the most awkward Christmas gift you've received? Keep on keeping on, JD. I love every gift I get. I really do. I'm not the type of person to hate a gift, so I've never really had an awkward Christmas gift that I can think of.
Yeah, I had one that came to mind. It was pretty young, but it's somebody. I had a Star Wars set, and then I got gifted the same Star Wars set, and like I wasn't really upset about it, but like I guess the face I made, the person who gave it to me, I don't know, it just went really downhill from there. Like I wasn't really upset about it, but I guess they were more upset than I was, I think. But it was that. I mean, that was pretty fucking awkward. But I was like, I love Legos, man.
I think I've had a couple repeat gifts, but like all I ever did, we just like my family was always good about keeping receipts for gifts, and we'd just go trade it in for something else. So like, but as far as awkward ones, I've never. I remember there was one year, I got a ton of socks. Like I mean, just a bunch of socks, and I don't remember. Like it was just weird. Like, but like I was thankful because I needed socks, so like it was good. And I still have a lot of socks.
What was the best Christmas gift you ever got?
Oh shit, man. God, I'm trying to think. There's been a lot of things I've gotten really excited for.
I know mine. Mine was the fucking Wii. I'll never forget when I got that shit. I didn't know it was coming. I didn't know it was happening.
Yeah.
My grandparents bought it for me one year, and I remember sitting there opening that shit, and I looked down, and I was like, holy shit. I didn't say holy shit, but I was like, I couldn't believe it, dude. I was the happiest fucking kid in Maryland that night.
I remember getting my my Xbox 360. I think it was a Christmas gift. I want to say an Xbox One. Yeah, my Xbox One was a Christmas gift. My first like actual gaming PC was a Christmas gift when I was like 15. I'm trying to think though, there were some other ones that were really good. Tickets to like wrestling events, tickets to Monster Jam. We used to get those a good bit. Trying to think though. I know I'm missing something. But yeah, Man, I miss being young. Like Christmas morning,
Oh
fucking
yeah.
waking up at like the ass crack of, not even the ass crack, waking up at like 5 a.m. and just like, all right, when's it appropriate to go in there and start shaking the hell out of my parents, telling them get up. You know what I mean? Like I used to, oh man, because I always had, man, you get me all fired up here. Christmas Eve, as soon as that 24 hours of A Christmas Story starts, you know where to find me. Wherever I'm at, if I'm not at the Waffle House, I'm going to be in my house watching A Christmas Story over and over again and tinkering with whatever I got for Christmas. That's just the way it's going to be. So I'd go to sleep watching A Christmas Story. I'd wake up at like 5 a.m., still watching A Christmas Story, and be like, when in the fuck is everybody going to wake up so I can go dive into this pile of gifts under the tree? And I don't know. I think that's what's made me love Toys for Tots the older I got, and why I wanted to do that race for him, because like I think about kids on Christmas, man, and like how exciting it is, especially for like underprivileged kids, you know, where it's like, oh my God, they're gonna go get some shit that they want. And it's just, I don't know. I love it. And I think back to the memories of me going and diving into my pile of gifts and falling asleep on the floor sometimes. Last year, dude, I was fucking 20 years old. I was in there in the living room, opened up my Christmas gifts on Christmas morning for my mom. And I had something, I forget what it was, but I fell asleep on the fucking floor with it right there in the damn living room. And I was just I woke up though because I died in a plane crash in my sleep. It was the weirdest thing. Yeah, I was sleeping and we took off from Atlanta, and then the plane just lost power and we went belly up there in the air, and I like right on my window I saw the ground and I was like, damn, I'm about to die. And I hit the ground and I jumped and I woke up. Last question comes from Connor Brown. With Anthony Alfredo, oh boy, this with Anthony Alfredo is potentially going to front row. What are your thoughts on moving inexperienced drivers up to Cup so quickly? Because I think it's hurting the sport and not getting the Harvick and Kenseth level rookies anymore sent from my iPhone.
Well, you know why that doesn't happen anymore is because the fucking. It's a totally different NASCAR. No fucking wonder you don't. Not only is it as competitive as it ever has fucking been, but the rules are different. Everything's fucking different about it. No fucking wonder.
Yeah, I kind of hope that this isn't true. I'd like to see Alfredo get a full-time Xfinity gig instead of going to front row and just killing his career. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I usually don't try to get onto it too much because you never know how a career is going to play out. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
I mean, if I'm a driver, which I'm not, I would assume, though, obviously you want to get in a Cup ride as soon as possible and just get to work, you know what I mean? And then hopefully lead to better opportunities. But that's what I'm saying, though, is that you never know. So in Xfinity, you never know how it's going to play out. So, you know, he could take an Xfinity ride if he has the option.
That's true.
You just never know how it's going to play out. So I just like, fuck it. Take what you want. If it doesn't work out, that's just how it, goes. But
it could very well turn into a Bubba situation where, remember, everybody thought he was going to have a great Xfinity ride, and he did, but then they ran out of money, and then he was just without a ride for half a season.
That's the thing. He just never.
And I remember LaJoy on that episode of their podcast with what's Starcom's guy? I forget his name already. Quinn. Sorry, I was about to call him PJ Jones for some reason.
It's been a long season.
Yeah, Quinn. They were talking about how you can go to Xfinity. If you can go to Cup, you most likely go to Xfinity. But if you go to Xfinity, you're not making any money, and you're taking a big pay cut, and you may win some races. But LaJoy was saying he'd rather be in Cup, make some money, and try to make a name for himself there. And I mean, it's kind of worked for him. He's slowly but surely getting better rides as he goes, it looks like, and running better and better. So I mean, I don't know. And I'm sure he's making a little more money than he would be in Xfinity. But I don't know. I just feel like he's so young and he's got so much potential, and he's never run a full season of anything. So I think it would be one season in Xfinity wouldn't hurt him, I don't think. Any worse than going to front row in Cup would.
That's the thing. I don't know a fucking thing about it. All right. But like, I'm just like, it'd be kind of awkward getting thrown into it, just for that throwaway year. Cause we got the new car coming. So, I don't know. I hope it works out for him, if it does happen at Deep, but to be fair though, I mean, obviously not the best team, in the Cup Series, but, old Hunter Neba truck, he had some good runs with it. He also crashed a lot, but, and drove backwards at one time, but I mean, again, you never know how it's gonna play out. He could have a good season, have some memorable runs here and there, and it'd work out. He could always go back to Xfinity. I don't fucking know. The biggest thing though is like, I don't think. I always said, or I usually try to say, like I think what's better experience than just fucking going out there and doing it? You know what I mean? Sure, you can learn some tricks here and there coming up trucks, Xfinity. But the thing with it though is there's plenty of motherfuckers that have come up trucks, Xfinity, won some stuff, and then they get up to cup and suck. It just happens sometimes. But then you got people just get thrown in there sometimes and it works out. It's just you never really know, and it's just that's exactly how fucking racing goes. And you got guys like Joey Logano who got put in there, sucked for a long while. And then, look at him, Cup Series champion, all that shit, Daytona 500 champ. So the biggest thing is, man, I don't know, just see what happens and hope for the best, I guess. I don't know. I'm excited either way, see what he does. I thought he had some pretty good runs at Xfinity. He seems pretty competent. So, yeah, fuck it. Let him have a go. I want to see it.
All right. Well, that's the mailbag. askmoonhead@gmail.com.
Well, I think that's going to do us for today's episode. Are you racing tonight?
No, I'm not. We got the pro finale, so I wanted to be there for that. Be in the booth.
Oh, right on. That's right.
Boring ass race at Homestead, but we'll make it exciting somehow.
All right. Well, yeah, man, I couldn't believe how short the Pro Series season is. When you look at the Road to Pro and how it's like almost an entire fucking year, and you got just 6 weeks of Pro. Like, what the hell is that shit?
It's crazy. It's going by so quick. I feel bad for Donnie's already out. A lot of the guys I wanted to make it doesn't look like they're gonna make it. I can't find that point sheet, but
I want to say Seth's got a shot at it.
Seth's got a shot. I think Malik, all he has to do is finish 8th to be guaranteed, but he can, I think, theoretically finish a good bit worse than that. So I wanted to see Malik. Oh, here we go. Here's the pro spreadsheet.
Those of you who don't know what the fuck we're talking about, the Pro Series, this is set in the other half of the Coke Series field, the Premier Series on iRacing for the upcoming 2021 season. So it all kind of comes to an end tonight, and we'll get that other half of the field.
So Danny Hansen is the last guy. He's in 29th at points. He's the last guy eligible to make it tonight. Everybody else has already been eliminated. Then it's Gariglia and DeMerchant tied for 27th, right in front of him.
I'm rooting for Griglia too, because he was fun to race against in RSR way back when. He's a good
dude. I was surprised how many names I recognized. There's a lot of good guys in here. A lot of guys I don't care for, but a lot of guys I do care for in here. And I mean, all of them, like, regardless of how I feel or how anybody feels about them, like, they all they put the time into this, and they all deserve to be there, and they're all way better than I'll ever be. So
yeah, same honestly.
Got to give credit where it's due. But yeah, and this, man, I'll be honest with you, I know I'm rambling about it, but like, it surprised me how, like, there's some ass whoopings headed out at the front, but like, it's so tight through the field. Like, they'll just be 4th through 30th really in a single file line, all on top of each other, running almost identical lap times, and it's just crazy to me to watch, like, how good they are.
It's part of that, and part of how bad the fucking the dynamic tracks are and shit. But it's fucking it's terrifying.
Lack thereof.
Yeah, no, it's terrifying watching it, because I'm like, if I ever get to that point, like, it's crazy how cutthroat it is and how close it is, and how consistent you got to be. So.
And one little mistake and you lose like 15 spots because they all just go right under you. It's crazy to watch.
Oh, it's fucking nuts, dude. But yeah, I'm interested to see who gets in there tonight. Rooting for Seth, man. He's our last hope. I feel bad for Donnie, man, but dude, he's still so young, and he's already so fucking fast as he is, man.
He's only been on here for what, like a year, 2 years?
Yeah,
not
dude,
even.
It's fucking nuts, man. But hopefully, Horizon's gonna have a couple of Road to Pro drivers, and hopefully a couple of pro drivers come next year. So we'll see how it goes. But I think that's gonna do it for this week's episode. You got anything else you want to say?
No. Well, Derek Justice, I forgot to mention him. He's not locked in, but he's in.
I forgot about Derek. Yeah, he's another one, man. He'll be fun to watch, assuming he makes it in the Coke Series. Race with him a lot in FTF, and he's a good dude. He really is, and he's a good driver. So I hope he has a good run tonight.
Well, all right, now I'm done. Nathan Lyon too, and Taylor Hurst. I forgot those two.
Oh, Taylor Hurst, throwback, man.
He's 9th, and he is not clinched, but he's looking good. Nathan Lyon's clinched. I just like Nathan Lyon because he was really nice in the California Clash, because he was kicking everybody's ass, but he was nice about it. And all the heat races. I like when somebody whips your ass and they're nice about it.
Yeah, another guy, Blade Witt. He's up in there, and I think he's gonna have a shot in there as well. We briefly talked when I started doing those road pro races there at the end. We were friends on Facebook. He's a good dude, and he's had a good season. So hopefully he secures a spot in there. But yeah, man, a lot of a lot of good names out there. So we'll see how it shakes out. But that's gonna do us for this week's episode, man. Hope you guys enjoyed. Merry Christmas to all yous out there. Have a good holidays. We'll be back, I guess, next Wednesday if we fit it in there. But yeah, once again, appreciate y'all for listening, man, and we'll catch y'all next time.